With Joseph Jojo Diaz fighting on Estrella TV December 18th. How you feel, man, for the second time headlining Fantasy Springs back-to-back, home state? How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm very blessed, man. I'm very fortunate. I'm happy to be fighting at the Fantasy Springs in Indio, California once again. It's right next to my hometown. I'm going to have a lot of fans there cheering me on, and it's going to be for the NABF title as well. So I'm very happy to be fighting the December 18th, and I'm ready to put on a great show.
What could you tell us about your opponent, Hugo Padilla?
Hugo, he's a very good fighter. I mean, he likes to counter on the inside. He's very aggressive, and he has great conditioning. I mean, he's from Mexico City, so he gets the elevation running all the time, and I know that he's going to have great conditioning going into this fight. Me and my father have a great game plan going into this fight. We're willing to, box this guy and land effective body shots and hopefully break him down, so that in the later rounds I can be on the inside and be very aggressive on the inside and hopefully stop him in the later rounds.
You said this fight was for a title. Is he the type of opponent that'll get you into like the top 15, top 10?
I think so, man. I think this fight is going to put me into the top 15. Fighting for this NABF title is going to open up a lot of doors for me, and I'm looking to fight next year people in the top 10, man, so I could get more recognition and build a bigger fan base. So hopefully in 2016, man, I start fighting guys in the top 10 in my weight class.
Now you're fighting back-to-back, man. Did you get any rest in between camps these last two fights?
Yeah, my last fight I took 2 weeks off, man. So I got a 2-week break. I was able to eat and have all the junk food and everything that I wanted. But after that, my manager, Rafa Reddick, called me saying that there was another date, December 18th, if I wanted to get it. And I was like, why not, man? I mean, I'm healthy, I'm young, and I'm ready to go. I'm always training, so why not get another fight in?
What's your go-to junk food meal? Like that first meal after the fight's over, that favorite meal that you want right away?
Favorite meal is probably soda and some hot Cheetos.
Your a fellow prospect, Oscar Diaz, is fighting this weekend, or Oscar Valdez, I'm sorry, is fighting this weekend. How do you think he's going to do?
Oh, I think Oscar Valdez is going to do very well. I mean, he's a very blessed fighter. He has good skill. He's very strong. He's aggressive. And he has great defense. He knows how to move around the ring. And I tip my hat off to him, man. He's doing very well in the pros, and I think he's going to do very well. I think he's probably going to stop this guy this weekend.
He actually gave me the same prediction when I asked him about your fight last time. He said you were going to knock up the mile also. So
awesome.
You guys have a lot of respect for each other. Obviously, with the business side of it, when that fight gets ripe and good, when can we see that fight, do you think?
I say in a few years, probably, maybe in 2 years or so. I mean, we're still building up our fan base, and we're still, getting all the ring experience that we need in the pros. I mean, adapting from the amateurs to the pros, we're still doing that. We're fighting, tough opponents, but I feel like probably in about 2 years, let it marinate a little more, and I think we'll probably be fighting pretty soon. But I mean, I have the utmost respect for Oscar Valdez. He's a very great fighter, and once we get down to business and fight, then it's going to be business. But right now, my hat's off to him.
You're in the featherweight division. It's a hot division right now, man. Lomachenko, Santa Cruz, Rigondeaux. When can we see you with these names, these upper echelon guys?
You know what? We're looking to fight those guys in a few years as well. I mean, we want to fight future prospects first, guys that are undefeated and people in the top 10 to get my name more recognized. And hopefully, if I do well and I defeat those guys, then hopefully fight for a world title and fight Abner Mares or Leo Santa Cruz or Lomachenko, one of those fighters. But hopefully in a few years, man, I'm looking to fight for a world title like that.
Who do you think's the best in the division right now?
Right now, in the best in the division, I have to say is Leo Santa Cruz. I mean, he's tall, rangy, throws a lot of shots, and he has a great defense. The second guy after that will probably be Lomachenko.
Well, hey, everybody catch Joseph Jojo Diaz December 18th, Fantasy Springs, and on Estrella TV. Thanks a lot, brother.